don't do a really big one because it just won't be nice and then you won't have enough to eat. Of course, it's hard for you because you're both left-handed.
Exactly.
Not right in the middle. Oh, there's no room for another one. Stop. Shall I do a teeny?
I feel that my way of describing the past is probably too violent.
Okay.
In a way, I feel I have a scorched earth policy. But then I think that sounds as if I'm trying to eradicate the past and let everything behind me just burn and disappear. But obviously there is some sort of spark of interest, I feel, that makes me want to find out.
Oh, hang on, I'm hot.
Maybe when you have children, you see somehow that there's a structure, and you're part of that structure.
You know, I'm going to do this thing about finding out about our family way back in the past.
Yeah.
What kind of people do you think they might have been?
Thieves.
Why do you say that?
I'm not sure.
That's a horrible thing to say. Is it your guilty conscience speaking?
It's a journey that I feel some, I don't know if I'd say anxiety, but trepidation about. I feel I'm a very open person, and yet I'm very much not in control, because I don't know what I'm going to find out.
There's one of you for every family.
For every branch of the family. It's all one family, really.
Nigella Lawson lives in London with her children Bruno and Mimi, and husband Charles Saatchi.
Marriage. Marriage is dissolved.
But I know, that's modern life. Look, that's my granny.
Where's me still?
That's my grandpa.
Felix Salmon.
I don't know when it was. I think it must have been about the 70s. It could have been the 80s. Someone did a family tree. But, of course, I was given it when I was young. And, of course, the awful thing to say is I never really looked at it.
Mum, why are there so many dates?
Barnet Salmon.
Why are you laughing? You think it's a funny name? Why am I laughing as well? Got a very bad influence on me. You know, I feel that I'm curious, and I also feel slightly that it is quite odd that people have made so much effort in the family to trace the family back, and yet I've kind of acted as if it didn't exist.
Nigella Lucy Lawson was born the third of 4 children in January 1960. Hers was a Jewish, though non-religious family. Her father, Nigel, was a journalist who later became a cabinet minister. Her mother, Vanessa Salmon, died of cancer at the age of 48, when Nigella was in her mid-20s.
That's my father. That's my older brother, Dominic. My mother. That's me. I rather love it because I kind of think, what a look my mother had there, how great it is. I love the sofa, I love the dress, I love the hairdo. I love it, really.
I think it is inevitable if you are someone whose mother died young, that you want to find out quite a lot about her or her family. You can't help that. On the other hand, I'm torn, because I think my mother had a certain way of wanting to remodel herself romantically. She very much wanted to be a certain sort of person which maybe wouldn't focus on being a European Jewish refugee family coming from somewhere. Not that I think she would have hidden it, but I suspect she would not be at all happy about my doing this.
Nigella's mother was an heiress, part of a family dynasty which owned a huge business empire.
Of course, I come from catering stock, which is that my mother's family started Lyons. I suppose one of the things about coming from a Jewish family is that I think whatever kind of business you're in, food is always, central.
Vanessa's father, Felix, spent most of his adult life working for Lyons.
So this is Felix. This is the famous Felix. I say famous because he died when we were quite young. He's got some sort of mythical status among us children anyway. And that was my grandmother, Rosemary. I'd love to know more about Felix. I feel my mother used to tell me certain things. I know that he loved art. I always felt that he was, if not an intellectual, certainly like reading. I think he was in commerce because that's what he did, but I don't think it was his great love. I would like to find out more about him, if only because I say he seems to be such a figure, an absent figure in the family.